Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I really uploaded. I had one video recently and that was one I had actually filmed a while ago and just not got around to posting, and it's been a hot minute since I've done any sort of video, much less a get ready with me, chit chat, life update type video. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm just going to kind of go through and talk to you guys about some of the changes that I've been doing that's been going on in my life right now, and why it's been so long since I've uploaded, and kind of what my plans are for the future, and of course just playing with some makeup. Some of it is stuff I played with a lot, some fairly new, so I'm excited to get into this. Before I get into everything, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the little notification bell. I promise things are going to get a little bit more regular, which I will get into the reasons why again here shortly. But make sure you hit those notification bells just so you don't miss out on any future uploads. But without further ado, let's get into makeup. Oh, it's been like seriously a while since I filmed. I'm kind of like, what do I do again? How do I get ready? What do I talk to you guys about? How long does my intro need to be? Except for it's always long. So anyway, first I'm going to prime, and I'm going to use the Soft Light Illuminating Primer by Physicians Formula. I've used this like once before and it's been a while, so we're going to try this on just to kind of, because I'm going to be using a pretty matte foundation, so I want to have a little bit of glow underneath to get it started. Also, I don't really use like color correctors very often, but I've been breaking out on my chin like no one's business. So today we're gonna use a lot of the green stuff, not gonna lie. Okay, so yeah, anyway, life update. So as I said in the beginning, it has been quite some time since I have really uploaded or done much with YouTube. I haven't been commenting on people's videos. I haven't been watching videos. I haven't been really doing anything at all with YouTube. And the reason is, as you guys may or may not know, by the way, for a foundation, I am going back to one that I haven't used in quite some time, but I remember absolutely loving, which is the Miracle Worker by Philosophy. However, because I'm no longer in Maine and now in Texas, and it is now May, it is way too pale. So I'm actually going to go in with the Ulta Beauty foundation drops in the darker shade to kind of warm that up a little bit. I gotta tell you guys, it's kind of nice having to warm up a shade, darken a shade, rather than get the palest of pale options. Kind of glad to be not in the land of perpetual winter anymore. Anyway, as I mix this up, so as you guys may or may not know, I was in school for the past 2 years getting my master's degree in business administration. And normally, I mean, like I said, I've been doing that for the past 2 years. Normally, I can kind of keep up. Sorry, don't mind me wiping foundation on my face from the brush tip where I mixed it. Anyway, normally I'm able to really be able to do everything. So I was, in the past when I've had classes, I was able to make time for YouTube and make time for like friends and family and doing fun things on the weekend, or and along with my work and everything else going on in my life. But I've got to say, so this semester from January till about a week and a half ago was my hardest semester. Is my final semester. So yay, done with school forever, graduation. Yeah, that's first and foremost, that is so relieving. Awesome. But with that, like this semester kicked my butt, you guys. The classes themselves weren't like crazy hard. It just really was a lot. There was a lot of workload. I was constant. I had to read like 3 or 4 chapters per class per week, which is a lot, especially when you have subjects like business law and financial statement studies and things like that that are probably not the most entertaining subjects for the majority. Also for concealer, I'm going in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. But because of that, it was just so much work and it was constant. I didn't have time to go out with my husband or do anything. I didn't have time for the weekend. I was, even on the weekends, like I just didn't have time to do anything fun. I just didn't have a life. And, you know, I know in your undergrad, or when I was in undergrad, they always said, you know, fun. It's like, what was it? It was fun, good grades, or like work. And it was always pick 2 of the 3 because you're not going to get all 3. Well, it was like that, but much worse for my grad studies. Now, granted, the school I went to was not as prestigious, I guess you could say, or as difficult as my undergrad. But the classes, again, they weren't difficult. The professors actually graded really easily. It's just, again, so much workload that I didn't have time for any of it. So that is why I tried, and I know, like, if you go back to my past few videos, you'll hear me say, I'm going to get a schedule. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to do it. Like, I'm trying to get a routine down. It's going to be okay. Bear with me. I'm going to start uploading again. And then it's like 2 weeks go by, a month goes by, 6 weeks go by, and there's no videos. Well, that's because I couldn't get a routine down. I couldn't figure out a way to make everything work and still do what I needed to do and the way I needed to do it and make time for everything. And honestly, it came down to when I did have a little bit of time, I wanted to spend it with my husband and my family because we just moved down. For setting powder, I'm using the ColourPop setting powder, by the way. We had just moved down to be where near his family is, where my family is from Maine, where we're from originally, where we were back down to Texas, where we're originally from. And it's like, I came down here to spend more time with the family, and I just haven't really had a chance. I hadn't been able to do any of that. So to me, it was a little bit more important to take the extra time, the tiny little bit of extra time that I had, and spend it with, my family and my friends, which I think most people can really understand that. Okay, for bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. But like I said earlier, I did finally graduate this semester, so I do officially have my master's as of May 11th, so it's just a couple weeks. So I've just kind of now been winding down and going and finalizing everything, trying to get back caught up in my life. And honestly, I was enjoying a little bit of just quietness and not having 1,000 things to do and being able to relax, because honestly, I didn't even really have time to clean very much, to my husband's dismay. He's kind of a clean freak. So I've just been kind of doing that, which is why it's still been a little while since I've really uploaded or done much with YouTube, just because I wanted to still give myself a little bit of breathing time. Because when you go and you're just wound up for like 6 months straight, constantly going, and then you finally have a breather, it's kind of hard to not just want to soak that up and just not adult for anything other than working throughout, your normal 9-to-5 job. So yeah, and that's the other thing. For blush, I'm going to use the City Color Glow Pro palette. I know this is not a very well-known brand, and honestly, I don't think I have anything else from them, but I love this blush palette, and the colors are super pigmented, so yeah, anyway. I did start a new job in January, and the thing is with that, it was not going very well at all. I didn't mind the work, and I didn't mind most of my coworkers, but the person who is in charge of the branch where I'm working was really just awful. It was just awful, and I couldn't do it anymore, and the work was, I don't want to say it like terribly, but basically I've been doing this for a long time, and this was a job I've been doing for a while, and with my newly gotten degree and the fact that I've been in this industry, by the way, highlight is Flush Beauty in the color Certain. And it's just, I've been doing it for past 8 years. So it's like, this isn't really what I do. I'm kind of beyond this in my career. So I started looking and interviewing at other places to do something very different. Again, if you don't know, I'm in kind of the finance world. So I started looking, and I got a job nearby. And so I'm going through the whole interview process, and then my current job, when I put in my 2 weeks, kind of gave me an offer I couldn't really refuse, and doing something else other than what I'm currently doing. So I got a promotion there, and so that was a lot going on too in my work life. So now that I finished school, here I am doing all this stuff in my work world. So I still really haven't had just kind of this homeostasis, calm, consistent thing, you know, environment. For our eyes, I'm going to be playing with the Born to Run palette by Urban Decay. I know this is a palette that has been out for quite a while, but honestly, I was one of those people that I saw it and I wanted it for the longest time. Didn't go out and buy it until I finally broke down. I was like, you know what, I've been wanting it long enough, and it's not just because it's new that I still want it, so I think I really want this palette. So I finally got it, but then I haven't really played much with it. So that's why I'm playing with it today. So anyway, that kind of all has now calmed down, and I'm starting to get back into a routine again. I don't have a lot of craziness going on anymore, so I'm hoping, and I have a bunch of like video ideas and things that I want to get out there. So now I'm kind of feeling refreshed and feeling, you know, kind of able to really put out decent things that aren't rushed or just putting out just videos just to put them out. So I'm feeling a lot better about being able to be on here and, you know, spend more time actually enjoying the videos and all of that. Onto a completely unrelated issue. Well, not completely unrelated because it's part of the reason why I wasn't uploading, but it has nothing to do with my personal life really, or work life or any of that. I kind of started getting into the whole Game of Thrones thing, and then my husband got into it as well. So the little bit of time that I did have, I'm not gonna lie, spent a lot of time watching that show and getting caught up. So for those of you who are Game of Thrones fans, you know, like, you know, once you start, you're just gonna get into it, you're gonna keep going. And we didn't get caught up until like 2 days ago. Honestly, we started so late because I never watched it until about 2 months ago. And even then I couldn't really watch a lot of it because, again, school. So I've spent the last like 2 months with my husband. We're trying to get caught up in time for the season finale, which is, I'm filming on Sunday, so it is this evening, and I'm so excited. But, you know, you just kind of binge watch it over and over and over the little bit of time. And they're, you know, hour-long episodes, and even though the seasons aren't very long, the episodes are, well, they are. So, not gonna lie, I spent a lot of time doing that, and it was kind of a little bit of my winding down time where I could just relax when I wasn't doing my schoolwork, or if I needed just kind of that calm down time and relax time and unwind from work and school and all that. The last couple of hours of the evening, you know, after we've eaten, after my schoolwork is done for the night, just kind of chilling on the couch and watching Game of Thrones, watching chaos of another world that I don't have to be part of, I guess. But again, those of you who are fans of the show and have been watching it, you kind of understand that it's like this whole cultural thing. It's not, it's like how Friends was, you know, everybody was a big deal. So next I want it with you guys, I want to try one of these jelly shadows from ColourPop. I've got a bunch of them from the Villains collection that they just came up with a little bit while ago. I haven't really had a chance to play with them much, so I really kind of want to see what they're all about. For eyebrows, I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Feather Brow. For mascara, I'm using the CoverGirl Peacock Mascara. Sorry, the whole eyeliner, eyebrow, mascara thing, these are things I can't really do and talk at the same time. I just am not that talented. I did go ahead and also prime my lips with the MAC Prep and Prime Lip Primer, I guess you could say, because yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, so while I kind of let that set, that's pretty much what's been going on. But you know, hey, Game of Thrones sadly ends today, now that I'm finally caught up and part of the cultural phenomena that is it. It's now ending. But that's pretty much ending. As I said, everything with school's caught up. I returned to my books. I've gotten my final grades. My diploma will be here in a couple weeks. So with that, you know, I'm just looking forward to filming again and all the different things going on and getting back into makeup, because honestly, I haven't really bought any new things, you know, and that's I know for most people that's normal, but unfortunately for me that's not normal. Well, fortunately and not unfortunately, it's not normal. So, you know, I haven't even been on Instagram like following any of the new things coming out. So I'm really excited to just kind of dive back into this world. By the way, for the actual lipstick, I'm going in with MAC Brave. Makeup is all done. This is my final look using these products. Thanks for kind of sitting down and chatting with me and hearing about what's going on. If you did, appreciate it. And I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be filming again and playing with makeup again and being part of the YouTube community, and actually again trying to reach out to you guys and watch your videos again and get to know more of your things, as well as, you know, rebuilding mine and getting my channel up and going again. I'm very excited for all of that, but I just appreciate you guys taking the time and sitting down chatting with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think again down in the description, or in the description. It has been a while, in the comments section. But yeah, until I can get any more videos out for you guys, as always, I hope you have a great day.